All right, new coach, new team, baby. Let's see how they play.
This is a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe, and they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get
Ain't no lead safe, bitch. Just second quarter, get him.
The Sooners' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And they thought about a return, then thought...
All right, baby, let's go. New start.
So Tulsa's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him...
Pick 6, baby! This is, oh yeah, I like this team already, baby. I like it already. Pick 6, baby. Here we go, SEC. We're coming for you, baby. They won't win no more championship. We are here.
Let's do this.
See Alabama's ass now, face to face. So, guys.
Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball.
See that motherfucker face to face. All that shit he doing over the top ain't gonna happen. Not on our watch. That's that elite guy we put in the game, baby. He already made an impact.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
We're going to do something you didn't do. We're going to win the national championship completely 100% undefeated, bitch. How about that?
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Tulsa wasting no time. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Tulsa comes to the line with
I hate these teams that do this fucking rush shit, man.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes a catch down the right side. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they'll keep running this fast-paced shit.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Brock. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the run, still looking. Picks up what he can and then slides.
Defensively, the more speed you have on the field, the better. Not just to cover wide receivers.
Hey, man, Tulsa part of the SEC.
Scrambles outside the pocket. Now you've got guys that have really good speed going to catch a quarterback, an athletic quarterback at that. Really nice job on the defense.
They picked you off. man. I thought you got a new defensive coordinator, man. Looks like still getting a lot of points.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Westbrook. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No,
Guys coming back.
Starts and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws.
Yeah, they like to blitz. Welcome to the college channel. Watching Oklahoma Sooners. If you're not a member, please subscribe and strike a like. Thank you to 60 members.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw.
Good job.
Working that left side.
We have to Alabama. Motherfuckers think they something when he gets their butt.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd short, what they like 3rd medium, 3rd long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense.
Hey, man, fire to the big fella.
This tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism.
Like that sound, dog.
It's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
To the ground with the back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness.
Look at that boy cheating. There you go.
Power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. The guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Say what?
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards away.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The give out of the gun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Several defenders there.
Take my 4th and inches at the goal line.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pound it in.
Good job, guys.
Takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners.
Yeah, now this offense...
Well, they're only down by 2 points on your ass, huh?
I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away.
Should have the Ducks, man. The Ducks got a million uniforms, man.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the...
I hate these teams that go to speed shit, man.
Pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air, it's Brock. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone?
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's McKee. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Tulsa wasting no time. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
What a sack. Hey, man, I love these guys, man.
The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable
Pick them off again.
and they're going to get to the quarterback.
Oh, shit, they got a ball game over there.
And it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling plays.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He finds his man. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. The give to the tailback. They finally make the stop.
I take the second quarter, guys. Take the second
Those
quarter.
sticks for the first down. Man,
Uh-oh. You guys ain't leading no more.
yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
Take the second quarter, guys.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground, he's got it again.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Sooners decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and not his best work. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it can get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football, put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow. It's not the ideal start, but it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
To the air, it's Brock. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lost one down the sideline.
How you hold on to that ball?
He'll work his way down to the 28. Tulsa wasting no time.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They're going to throw it again. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense...
Give him a bigger sack than that, guys.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Paula, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Offense working from the pistol. On second down, looking again to throw. He lost it high.
Oh, you overthrew him.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the returner goes down. Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something. And you're right, you'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call.
I'm gonna get my dogs in, man. It's raining over here. Hold on. You trying to give 100 points, man?
Play. Well, they did on that. This offense has a
Come on, guys. Gotta stop him right here.
DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield. It's Brock. Trying to get to it. He's going to run it. Short gain on
Good defense, guys.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Good defense, guys.
It's a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the back.
The offensive coordinator suck
Really
we
nice
got.
job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
That
Good job.
sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
This quarterback has been dialed in too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field doing it so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He's got 67 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
I look at something. You're the home team too, ain't you?
They can really be aggressive after
Oh, you
that
ain't the
last
home
play
team?
at 2nd and 3.
Why you dressing red then?
They'll give it to the back. What a nifty run there
Huh?
to pick up the first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense.
Oh, okay.
It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Drag down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
A first down run on the doorstep. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to get it done with the run here.
Good job, guys.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Come on, pick them off, guys. They're cheating. Let's try to go over the top.
It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
You Big Joe?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe they want to try somewhere else.
Wow.
In the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Bought a little time. Let's it go.
God damn it.
Back over the middle.
Damn it.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Back to throw. It's Brock. Quarterback on the move, still looking.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burns. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Tulsa wasting no time. Comes out throwing on first down. Going up top. Hits him in stride of the 10.
Yeah, on that.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't big.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. just to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away.
Try to throw it deep.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return.
Oh shit, that wasn't a good interception right there.
Here comes the Sooner
Left in the field goal range.
If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The play action fake. On the run, fires downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That was stupid. What was that?
INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait. Then after the quarterback got him on the ground.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Brock. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Tulsa wasting no time. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. This is a designed run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty.
Touchdown, Tulsa! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go,
Some bullshit.
blah, blah, blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there, they're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now on second down. Leaves it with the back. The Sooners are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success.
You get a his big man. You got to grab his foot. You're
Different
lucky.
cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
You're lucky. You got to grab his foot.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's right on target.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He wants to throw it again. Gets open down the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They're going to run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll go right back to it. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
And another nice game by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss?
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Trying play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Tulsa wasting no time. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Dances away to buy time. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
So frustrating as a defense, because you've got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape. And then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Snags it down the right side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Back to pass, it's Brock. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone.
Getting motherfuckers 21 answer points. God damn it. Wow.
Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
It was a 21-0. Wow. Wow.
Ready to try the point after.
Should have called a timeout, man.
And the extra point was made without incident.
Fast offense shit and where it's at.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in
And still some articles,
this
man.
weekend. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 6 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On the ground, it's Westbrook. And the Sooners get it up to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Sooners are on the move. The hand to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had
you get way down there quick.
Play. Guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gage. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They're going to ride this running back. Hold down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The give to the back. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground.
So what? Take my 4th and 4.
And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree.
Looking for it. What'd you say? Oh, the game froze.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a
That's
huge
fucked up for you.
play. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He's there to make the stop, but not before.
Call timeout.
This offense 1st and goal from the 7.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on
That guy, boy, you got some bad
He's
luck.
going to find a way to keep this drive going.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard
I don't know. Ain't nothing you can do. I don't think. Because you can't cut it off. Cause it don't have it ain't like the fucking Madden.
They'll
Huh? Y'all was tired, wasn't you? Yeah. It ain't. What is he doing now? Nothing at all. So.
Lining up for the PAT.
And maybe that update to come back on. Turn back on. Maybe that update to let it play. A new update that came out. Maybe it'll go back to like Madden.
And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
I doubt it though.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Come on, guys. We're up by 1 touchdown. We got to stop these guys.
Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tough.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
God damn it, guys.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's
call a flag. I hit the guy.
So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Come on, guys. That was too simple.
Blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the move, it's Westbrook. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense
Same off 4th and 4.
No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The give and the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the 2nd half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking for a man. It's Brock. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Trying to find his man on first down. He caught it. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everything. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anymore.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
Bye-bye.
He's on the loose.
Good job.
There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
PAT unit on the field. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Line gets set, first down. Defense in press coverage. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Tulsa wasting no time. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Brock. They're trying to get to it. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Gets it out quickly. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make points.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Tulsa now has it in the red zone. To the air on first down.
That's some bullshit.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws
That's
to
some
come back
bullshit.
anyways,
Come on,
but he's
guys.
been on fire. He's been absolutely torching his defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, they blocked it. He's got a chance to take this one back. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. They'll bring it back from inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
There's a big block right there, guys.
The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that.
Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with a big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth.
Shut up, crybaby.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 39 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Brock. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McKee. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's McKee. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down coming up. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this one for the lead in the waning moments. And it's right down the boulevard. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
That last field goal put them on top, and now this kickoff unit needs to cover well because it only takes 3 to beat you now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll run play action. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you said productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.